When her owner first met her, she was only about 5 or 6 weeks old. He had gone to pick up medication when someone handed him a new assignment, a kitten so fragile that he worried she might not survive. Opal weighed just 0.92 pounds. Her owner described her as dehydrated, malnourished, full of worms, and possibly dealing with ringworm. Her belly was swollen, her coat was thin and patchy, and discharge around her eyes made every movement look harder than it should. Yet after only 2 feedings, something changed. Opal began to play. The strength was small, but it was unmistakable. She chased a ball larger than her head and rolled across the carpet, turning a toy into the first visible sign that she had not stopped fighting. During the next 48 hours, the swelling in her belly began to ease, and her fever came down. She still needed quarantine, medicine, and a veterinary plan. Trust was slower. Opal acted feral, but when her owner reached toward her, the kitten answered with a purr. In less than a week, Opal's weight rose from 0.92 pounds to 1.3. Antibiotics and parasite treatment were doing their work, even as fever and gunky eyes remained concerns. She was not suddenly well. She was strong enough to keep trying. Then the changes became easier to see. Her belly looked smaller, her body less bony, and soft fur began filling the bare patches. First vaccinations, deworming, and a lime bath marked progress. Still, Opal's greatest milestone was not medical. It was confidence returning to her movements.
I have 12 chapters to get through.
Once she had a name, Opal began claiming a place in the house. She climbed toward windows, explored shelves, invaded the desk, and turned study time into playtime. The frightened kitten was learning a routine. Food arrived, hands could be gentle, and curiosity was finally safe. The basket beside the computer became Opal's favorite place. From there, she watched homework, interrupted papers, and stayed close to the person who had taken her in. These quiet scenes mattered because they showed more than recovery. They showed a kitten choosing companionship instead of hiding. Two months after that first uncertain day, Opal looked almost unrecognizable. Her owner said she was microchipped and vaccinated, chasing toy mice and remote-controlled cars, cuddling on his chest, and acting like the house's alpha. The tiny patient had become a bold, affectionate tortie with opinions. Her story was not a perfect ending. Occasional short fevers continued, and her spay was delayed while doctors searched for answers. But Opal was safe, loved, and herself. If her journey touched you, subscribe to Snoutfolk, where every rescued animal is more than a before and after picture.